Hey guys, here we are in the Mazda MX-5 Cup at Mount Panorama, and I want to show you how I went from 13th to 5th in 2 corners. Hope you enjoy. And it's as simple as that. Just let them all wreck in front of you and you gain free spots. Okay, joking aside, let's look at those incidents. So we didn't exactly have the best start off the line, and we were trying to get a good turn one here, and I think we got a pretty good exit actually. You can see the guy in front, he didn't use up all the track on entry, and so we had a wider radius. We were able to get back on the gas quicker in the middle of the corner, and we had a run. Immediately on corner exit, I can already see smoke ahead, so I see what's a big wreck up ahead, and I'm just trying to see where to go. I see a car in the wall over on the right, and he's sliding back over on the left. Luckily, there's a lot of grass here, and so I go over here not to stay full throttle, but just because I think this car is going to continue sliding over, so I think this will be the best shot at me not getting hit. So I'm going full throttle, or not full throttle in the grass, like partial throttle, and it's not exactly a pass in the grass, but it's like a pass through the grass, so that's kind of cool. But let's see what exactly caused this first wreck. So it actually happened really early. It was the second car in line, just went a bit wide, and he caused this whole thing. Yeah, really easy mistake to make, though. I mean, he just went the tiniest bit too wide, right rear on the dirt. Car got loose, and as soon as he got sideways, tried to counter steer, and the car went around. And we can see behind, a lot of guys avoided him, but this guy, you can see he didn't lock the brakes. I mean, I don't really know what he's supposed to do at this point. He already just kind of messed up, and he was along for the ride, and unfortunately, this guy got involved. But yeah, huge smoke cloud, but you can see all the guys. Everything kind of went in this direction, and then that green car ended up sliding across the track. If we can find him somewhere, he disappeared. There he is. Yeah, so he slid across the track and then he parked it. But let's see what happened to the second wreck earlier up in the road. So he made a pass in the grass, and I see up ahead looks like they're 3 or 4 wide, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna end well. Right as we're going over the crest too, where cars are gonna get a bit light. And right before they even get to the crest, the car on the very left gets spun. And at this point, I'm like, this is gonna be so hard to see. So I immediately check up for this one, getting on the brakes. But it looks like everything's kind of settled. One car's over to the side, the other car's over there. So I think I got through this pretty cleanly. But let's see what caused this. Were they 3 or 4 wide? So one car has the draft with the car ahead, and they're trying to split it 3 wide over here, and this guy's trying to make it 4. This guy does seem to back out just a tiny bit, so they're really just 3 wide, but I know it's really small, but I think if you look at this white line, he's right on the white line, and then right as they're starting to go over to the crest, he's just going a little bit away. There's like that space between there. So he's sliding over to the right when they're already 3 wide, and this guy probably thinks they're 4. And so that ends up turning this car, just moving the slightest bit right, collects everyone. And let's see that from TV view. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Yeah, we were navigating an obstacle course there, and unfortunately the guy behind me wasn't able to make it through. So let's see his view. He made it through slalom part 1. He saw this guy, moved over to the right, and then I don't know why he didn't go over to the left. This guy looks like he's parked over here. He just got on the brakes and slam. So yeah, apparently there was more to the wreck than he anticipated. But yeah, if we look at who actually got involved, the guy that ended up spinning him actually managed to just drive away. So lucky for him. But everyone else, as we already saw, this guy, but this guy who's trying to make it 4 wide. just really has nowhere to go and gets slammed into the wall. And the other guy, man, this guy went flying. Let's see if there we are. So that was pretty nice to get up to 5th place, but if we skip later in the race, we were able to catch up to the pack ahead, and there are 14 laps in this race. This is coming to the white flag. We're currently in 4th place, so we're only able to gain 1 spot, and the rest of the laps, 1st place is gone way in the distance. They're already over here, and we're still just entering turn 2, so they pulled like a 15-second gap, but I'm hanging with 2nd place here. Just trying to stay in the draft. 5th place actually isn't too far behind either, so it's like a 2nd to 5th place draft train. And I'm just trying to see what I can do. What move can I make to try to get at least 1 spot? 2nd's kind of pulling a bit far away here, and I think the 3rd place made an intentional move to go wide. That way he'd have the slipstream on me down the straightaway. So I took the inside and got the spot temporarily, but then he had the draft on me, but I still had just a bit of the draft of the car ahead. He's moving back and forth. I'm just trying to keep his draft. Then 4th place gets by me, and now we're coming to the chase for the final time this race. And we somehow caught up to 2nd place through that long straightaway. And let's see what happens next. And as they're waving the checkered flag up ahead, we managed to get 2nd place after a 3-wide battle into the final corner. This race just couldn't get any more dramatic, man. This is crazy. So, long draft down the back straight into a 3-wide run here. He put it all the way to the right-hand side, and this guy in the middle, he just wouldn't back out. I mean, I wouldn't say that was a bad thing, but he just committed to this final corner. I decided to back out for the safety, and the car on the inside has just a bit of a nose on him, and he tries to close the door like he's not there, turns in, gets tagged a tiniest bit of netcode, gets put sideways, and I find the hole on the inside right here and pass the both of them. So I end up getting 2nd place after a pretty dramatic first lap there. Let's just watch from this guy on the inside. Yeah, so you could also put some of the blame on him. Maybe he went in too deep, but this guy was closing the door too. So basically, racing incident going for 2nd place in the end. Got to give a good shout out to this guy who managed to pull out 3rd. He stayed back, avoided the chaos, and still got a podium. So yeah, pretty fun race. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.